may notice that I am wearing a blindfold.
Sparky, the knights are over here.
Oh, over here. Okay, yeah, I knew that. Anyway, it's great to see you. I mean, hear you, smell you. I could tell someone had some delicious pancakes this morning.
Sparky, why do you have the blindfold on?
Well, I took your advice to put a freeze on my jokes.
But why the blindfold?
You know my good friend Melvin, don't you?
Yeah, he's a northern bat, isn't he?
Yes. Northern bats are the only bats that live above the Arctic Circle. Like all bats, he uses a sonar system to fly around at night. Since I don't have sonar, I'm trying to see how well I would do if I had to rely on my hearing and my smell.
Okay, well, can you tell what I'm wearing? What color my shoes are and how many fingers I'm holding up?
Absolutely. Just relying on my super sensing ears and nose, I could tell that you are wearing a bright green parka, you have on fuzzy pink slippers, and you're holding up 11 fingers.
That's amazing!
Thank you, it's a true gift.
I meant amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong.
What? Are you sure? Knights, did I get it all wrong? Yes. Well, maybe I need to work on my skills a little bit more.
Good idea. How about we bring on the royal musicians while you go take that blindfold off?
You know my past, you hold my future, and your love will last forever and ever. All will fade away. Jesus, you remain. Jesus, you are unshakable. Jesus, your love's unbreakable, faithful. You never change. Higher, you are untoppable, stronger. You are unstoppable. All will fade away. Jesus, you remain. Help me to stand. You are my armor. My life's in your hands. You're my defender. All will fade away. Jesus, you remain. Oh, Jesus, you are unshakable. Jesus, your love's unbreakable, faithful. You never change. Higher, you are untoppable, stronger. You are unstoppable. All will fade away. Jesus, you remain. May my life be an offering. Every breath, every song I sing. Honor and glory are yours, my King. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, Jesus, you are unshakable. Jesus, your love's unbreakable, faithful. You never change. Higher, you are untoppable, stronger. You are unstoppable. All will fade away. Jesus, you remain.
That feels better. It's not so easy when you can't see anything.
No, it's not. How about we try something that I know you were good at doing? Could you remind us of our banner verse?
Oh yeah, that's easy. Our banner verse is from Ephesians 6, verse 10. It says, "Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power."
You got it. Knights, say that banner verse with us. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Sparky, are you ready for something else I know you can do well?
Sure, I'm on a roll.
can you help me interpret this fourth riddle? You're the only one I know who can read this ancient dragon code.
Yes.
See if I can find it here.
Let me see. Wow, this one seems kind of strange.
What does it say?
It's the strangest riddle we've had so far.
What does it say?
Maybe I read it wrong. Could it be a joke?
Sparky, what does it say?
Oh, it says, the shield of faith is not found yet. Direct your search for feet so wet.
So wet? That's really strange.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, it looks like we will be on a quest for the shield of faith today.
And to find it, we have to look for wet feet. There are some animals that keep their feet in the water a lot, like flamingos.
Yeah, I don't think there are stories about flamingos in the King's Book, except maybe the story of Noah's Ark. There's a lot of water in that story, and I'm going to guess we are looking for a person or people with wet feet.
Well, I know there were people like John the Baptist who spent a lot of time in the water. Also, the Israelites walked through the Red Sea, but that was on dry ground. How about Jesus washing other people's feet? Their feet would be wet.
That's true, but if we're looking for a story about faith, I think I know the story we need to read. It's a story about someone who actually walked on water.
On the water? Was he walking on a frozen pond?
No, he was actually walking on water, on a lake. I wonder if the royal players can bring that story to life for us. Let's take a look inside the King's Book.
The books of Matthew, Mark, and John all tell about an interesting adventure involving Jesus, his close friends, a boat, and a storm. It all begins at the end of a famous miracle where Jesus fed a large group of people with only 5 loaves of bread and 2 small fish. After everyone had eaten and collected the leftovers, Jesus told his friends to get in a boat and sail to the other side of a big lake. When they left in the boat, Jesus took time to talk to his dad. We just call that praying. As it got later in the night and the sky grew darker, Jesus' friends were in the boat, in the middle of the lake, in the middle of a storm. So what did Jesus do next? Jesus didn't need a boat. He didn't need a life preserver. He didn't need a swimsuit. He didn't even need a rain jacket. Jesus just started walking on the water. Jesus walked on top of the lake, in the dark, in the storm, all the way to his friend's boat. His friends thought he was a ghost. Jesus said, "No worries, guys. It's just me, Jesus." So what did his friends do? They were all still very afraid, all except for Peter. He shouted back to Jesus, "Hey, if it's really you, Jesus, can I come out there and walk on the water too?" His friends were shocked, but Jesus said, "Absolutely, come on out here." Peter looked right at Jesus and climbed out of the boat, walking on the water. However, Peter quickly remembered that he was in the middle of the lake, in the middle of a storm, at night. He began to sink and cried out, "Lord, save me!" But Jesus immediately grabbed him. As they walked back to the boat, Jesus said, "Why did you worry about the water and the storm? Where did your faith go?" When they walked back into the boat, the storm died down. His friends began to tell Jesus, "Wow, if we had any doubts, they are gone now. You are definitely God's son." And this is just one great story from the King's Book.
That was amazing. It was like we were right there. Did that actually happen?
It sure did. Jesus was able to walk on water because, well, he's God's son. But when Peter did it, That was truly miraculous.
I can't wait to learn more about this story and find the shield of faith.
Let's give the knights our castle call out. It's armor up with faith. We're going to do our armor up motion, armor up with faith. Now faith, American Sign Language here for faith is your right hand like you're saluting, and then your hand in a circle like this, your left hand in a circle like this, and then you're going to take your right hand down and put it on top. So it's going to be armor up with faith. Armor up with faith.
Looking great, knights. Okay, now let's start them on their quest.
We're almost ready, Sparky. One other skill that all knights need to know is archery. It is a very valuable skill for a knight.
Archery? Like a bow and arrow?
Exactly. Archery is a very important skill for knights. So let's stand up and practice our form. First of all, you will need to hold your pretend bow in one of your hands. And with your other hand, I'm going to do it with this hand. With your other hand, you're going to reach behind your back to pull out a pretend arrow. Now bring them together like this. Aim your arrow at one of those lights in the ceiling. Pull your bow and arrow and let your arrow go. Now don't point your arrow at another person, okay? Let's practice hitting those lights. Ready? Take your bow. Take your arrow. Put it in, point it in the light and let it go.
Wow, it looks like they've already mastered this skill. Now we can start their quest. I need to find more about the shield of faith. Achoo!
Yes, it's now time to go on your quest to find the shield of faith. And knights, as soon as you unfreeze and begin your castle, guides will come to get you or arrive on your screen for video 2. We'll see you later.